Welcome to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. If you found this reading, then this message was meant for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is going to be a Celtic cross for today. I went ahead and dealt it out to save for time. Okay, you cannot see all of the cards, but you know the way that I do it. If you watch me on a regular basis, I will show you all of the cards. Okay. All right, because my ring light is broken and I can't do it the other way. All right, here we go. So overall energy for this reading is the 10 of Swords. So this is talking about endings, okay? I feel like everybody's going through a spiritual awakening at this point, and we're at the end of the year, and I feel like what this is talking about is you putting certain things to bed, okay? This could be the ending of a relationship because we're talking about love. For others of you, it's a ending to the way you've been treated by other people, whether it's in a romantic relationship or whether it's a platonic relationship. I feel like you're done with all of that with this 10 of Swords. For others of you, this could be a card of betrayal, meaning that you've been betrayed by so many people in your life. And for you, this is the end. This is it. You're not putting up with it anymore with this 10 of Swords. Okay. Okay. The next card under that is the 7 of Cups. So with this card, Spirit is telling you that you have many, many possibilities. You have many different options that are going to be available to you this next year. We talked about that in the 2025 love readings. If you want to look at that, I have them put up by zodiac sign. So if you want to go back and look at that, those were the readings that I put up for last week. With this 7 of Cups, this could also represent shiny object syndrome, meaning that you have so many different ideas of how you want your life to play out. I feel like at times you may get overwhelmed and confused and not know which way to go. Okay. So what Spirit is advising you to do with this card is to choose a path and go with it. Okay. Because if you go further down the path and figure out or realize that it's not for you, then you can choose another cup and go down another path. Okay. 222 on the camera. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Life is meant to be lived, and analysis paralysis is not going to help you, is what Spirit is telling you. Okay. All right. This last card we have here is the Lovers, Gemini energy. I feel like for most of you, that's what this is leading you to, this 7 of Cups and also the 10 of Cups. Okay. Because there has to be endings in order to have new beginnings. Okay. I think about that movie Cocktail that Tom Cruise was in. I remember he had an argument with the lady in the movie where they were about to break up. And I remember he told the woman, and this is what Spirit is giving me. He said, sometimes things end badly, otherwise they wouldn't end. And I feel like that's what Spirit is telling you with this card, that it may feel horrible at this time. And if this is what you're going through, my heart goes out to you. But Spirit is letting you know that you've got something beautiful on the horizon with this Lovers card. Okay. It's a choice to get into a relationship, but a relationship where you're going to be treated the way you deserve to be treated. It is the desire and the choice to be in a quality partnership. Okay. And with the Ace of Wands here, there's going to be a lot of passion in this connection. Okay. For some of you, it is going to be the coming together with your twin. All right. But it's going to be different for everybody. So let's go ahead and clarify. We're going to clarify that 10 of Swords that we had there. Okay. So yeah, this is about you moving on. So we got the 5 of Cups, but it is reversed. Okay. It's saying overcoming despair here. Okay. So this is talking about forgiveness, letting go, being ready to move on. It's reversed, and it's a beautiful thing to see that it's reversed, because I feel like a lot of you are coming out of whatever this was with this 10 of Swords. Okay. You're coming out of it, and it's a positive thing. I feel like you're doing it in time, just in time to start 2025, and that is going to be a beautiful thing. Okay. Okay. So this first card represents the situation. So we've got the Knight of Wands. It's a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this is just talking about taking a risk. Okay. In order for your life to change, right? In order for you to move on from this situation, it's going to involve you taking a risk. Okay. It's going to be It's not going to be easy. You know, you're probably going to have to get very uncomfortable, but that's the nature of change, okay, is what I feel like Spirit is saying. Okay, so you're being crossed by the Queen of Cups. Okay, this is the challenge for you to be able to take this risk. The Queen of Cups for me is Scorpio energy. All right, it's a water sign. It could also be Cancer or Pisces, but for me, when this is coming up, Spirit is saying it's Scorpio. So with the Queen of Cups, the challenge is for you to take this risk. You're going to have to learn how to open yourself up more emotionally. Okay, this is Spirit saying that yes, you've been hurt. Yes, you've been betrayed. Yes, people have mistreated you and done you wrong. But this is always about, at the end of the day, your relationship with yourself and how you deal with other people. And Spirit is saying that this is about you realizing that no matter what happens with other people, if you want your life to get better, if you want to be able to take a risk, if you want to be able to have this lover's relationship, this is about you learning how to brush off the things that people did to you and learn how to keep yourself open and how to keep yourself loving, because that's what's going to invite your person in with this lover's card. Okay. Okay. So let me clarify and see what else Spirit wants to tell you. Okay. So we've got the Messenger of Cups. This is the Page of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is Pisces. So with this card, what Spirit is saying is that, you know, you've been through a time where you've been hurt really badly. You feel very vulnerable. You know, like the card is saying, you may have broken dreams. Okay. This is about also inner childhood wounding for a lot of you. Okay. You've been wounded in relationships and situations. It could have been growing up with your family. It could have been in school or with your friends. And, you know, more than likely for most of you, since we're talking about a love relationship, it did happen in some of your past relationships. So what Spirit is saying is this is about you healing those things so you can step into the energy that is needed to be in the lover's relationship. Okay, because that's like the ultimate relationship, and for you to have that, you have to be prepared for it. Okay. All right. So the basis or the foundation of the situation is the King of Pentacles, earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So with this King of Pentacles, this is just basically talking about like the why things are happening. These things are happening. And with the King of Pentacles, this is what you want. You want grounded, stable, and secure, a mature relationship with somebody who is emotionally stable, emotionally mature. But what you've got to realize is that you've got to be just as mature, you've got to be just as stable, you've got to be just as secure, because everyone is a reflection of you. I tell you this a lot. I know you hear this, you know, over and over again. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because that is the clue, the key, not the clue, but the key to you getting to where you want. Okay. You have to become whatever it is that you're wanting the other person to be, because they're only a reflection of you. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the past, we've got the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius energy, and it's talking about balance. So this is about the need in the past for you to find balance, because you may not have always been balanced in your relationships. And we know that for the most part, you weren't treated fairly in your relationships. And so Spirit is telling you that if you're wanting balance from the other person, you've got to give it to yourself first. Okay. Okay. And so this next card, this represents, I feel like, what would be the ideal for you. You're wanting to manifest a relationship that comes in out of nowhere, sweeps you off your feet, and you pick up and jump into this relationship with both feet and ride off into the sunset with your person. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have the fairy tale relationship. And Spirit is telling you that you can have that, but you have, like I said, you have to prepare yourself first. There's some things that need to be done first. Let me clarify. So yeah, a lot of you are dealing with abandonment issues. Okay. So you've got to learn how to heal yourself from that. Let me give you an example. I've had abandonment issues that I had to deal with it as well. So one of the things that I will do is I will take the time to be with my inner child. Okay. And I'll talk to my inner child and I'll tell my inner child, hey, I'm here for you. I do this every day. I talk to myself and I tell my inner child, I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you. You're never alone. I'm always with you, but you're never alone anyway, is what Spirit wants to let you know, is that they're all around you. Everybody has a spiritual team. And excuse me, you've got a number of spirits all around you that are helping you and guiding you through this lifetime. Okay. You just have to remember it. Okay. Because a lot of times we feel alone when we go through things and we feel down. They're always here for you. They're always trying to help you. Like, it may be a line in a song that you hear, or a line in a movie that you're watching, or the title of a YouTube video if you're on YouTube. It could be any of those things where Spirit is, screaming out to you and letting you know that you are loved and you are cared for. Okay. All right. So this next card represents the future. And so in the future, this is about you waiting for your ships to come in. Some of you may be, beginning to travel. Okay. It may have been in the past that you didn't travel like you wanted to. I feel like a lot of you may be doing a lot of bucket list things and deciding to this year or this next year to do all of the things that you've always wanted to do, or to at least start. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to you, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. And so what Spirit is saying with this Eight of Pentacles is that you're going to be putting in work. You're going to be doing what it is that you need to do to prepare for this relationship. Because I feel like you've turned a corner, or you're about to turn a corner. You've reached a turning point in your life where you realize, okay, it's just, I want my life to change so badly. It's time for me to just buckle down and do the things that I need to do. And so I'm proud of all of you, because Spirit is telling me that you're going to begin working. Okay. If you haven't, or if you've already begun, pat yourself on the back, because that's a beautiful thing, to put yourself first and to love yourself first, because that's what's going to help you in this progress to this relationship. Okay. Then we've got this next card that talks about your hopes and fears. So we've got the Five of Wands. So you've got some inner and outer conflict. You could be in a situation, maybe a living situation, where you feel like you've got to fight and argue and fuss with people that you live with. This could also be a situation where you may fight and argue with yourself, because when you're going through a change, right, you're working on yourself. There are going to be times, because what is happening is that you're becoming a different person. You're stepping into a new identity. And if that's true, you're going to go back and forth, right? You're doing the work, and some days you're going to be over here and everything's going to be good. And then some days you're going to swing back to this. And so this could be the inner conflict, could be you and your ego fighting amongst each other, trying to decide, your ego trying to tell you, oh, why are you doing that? Why are you trying to do this work? You're never going to get to where you want to, get to. It's not going to work. This and that, this and that. That could be the inner conflict. Like I said, from the outer conflict, it could be some of you, your living situation. Okay. But I feel like all of these things are about to change. Okay. Or will be changing this next year. This next card here, number 9, is representing your environment. So we've got the Fool. The Fool talks about, taking a leap of faith. So I feel like this is what you're wanting to do, but you could be in an environment where you don't feel supported, is what I'm getting with the Fool, because the Fool can sometimes mean that someone, is being fickle. They're not being like 100% themselves, or they're not being loyal. And I feel like for some of you, you're sitting in a situation where you're wanting to take a leap of faith. You're ready to make the changes and do the work you need to do to get to where you're trying to get to. But you may be living in an environment, like I said, with a lot of conflict, right? Where you and people are going back and forth, so on and so forth, and you don't feel comfortable to be able to do the things you're wanting to do. So let me clarify and see what else Spirit wants to tell you about that card. Yeah, so we've got the 10 of Cups, okay? Spirit is telling you this is where you're headed. You're headed towards a storybook ending. Spirit is telling you don't give up. Don't, not take the leap of faith because of what's going on in your environment. I feel like for some of you, what's going on in your environment is happening because, number one, it's a test, and it's number two, for you, to push you to take this leap of faith so you can end up where you're wanting to be with the happy relationship. Okay. All right. And then for the outcome, look at there, 9 of Cups. So this is spirit saying you can get what you want. Keep moving along on the path the way you're moving. Work on yourself. Don't give up. Like I said, you're going to have times where you go back and forth, right? Where one day it's all in the bag and you feel good, and then you're going to swing in the other direction, and you're going to, like I said, have that inner conflict, or it could manifest itself as outer conflict, because you may have some things that you're going to have to learn when it comes to choosing your battles, picking your battles, and knowing when to fight and to stand your ground, and when to just let stuff go, or let shit go, is what spirit is just saying. Okay. All right. So let me get a message. Let me get some messages of love from spirit, and then I'll get a message from your person. Okay, so we've got second chance. It says this relationship deserves a second chance. So like I said, for some of you, this is a twin flame connection. For others of you, this is talking about somebody. It doesn't have to be from this lifetime. It could be somebody from another lifetime coming back for the two of you to, to revisit what happened in the past this time. Okay. Then we've got put away the computer. It says working less will help strengthen your relationship. So this is about learning balance. Okay. This comes back to the Temperance card. The need for you to learn balance, because this is what you got to understand too. If you want to be in a relationship, you want it to be a really good relationship, you want it to be a healthy relationship, you are going to have to learn how to balance. Okay. This is something that I fight with on a regular basis, because I'm a card reader. I love to read cards. I'll sit here and read cards all day long. Or if there's something else I am working on, I love to work, and I will work and work and work. But I have to learn how to stop myself, and I have to take time to do other things, because sometimes I'll be sitting here and I will have done like 3 or 4 readings, and I'll be ready to do another one, and the card will flip out of the deck, and spirit will tell me, hey, it's time for you to take a rest. Like the 4 of Swords will fall out, and they're telling me, okay, enough for today, because this is something that has to be learned. All right. If you want to have a balanced relationship, you have to bring balance, your version of balance, to it as well. Okay. These cards kept wanting to fall. They fell over, and then see there, this is what fell over on the floor. It says this is a divine counterpart connection. So for some of you, like I said, this is a twin flame connection, because the lover showed up. Okay. All right. Let's get a message from your person. See what they want to tell you. Okay. We've got, I'm thinking of you in this very moment. I miss you. Okay. So your person's missing you. Then we've got, I love that I can be myself around you. So this person feels very comfortable. You feel like home to them. You feel like somebody that they can relax and be them. And, you're going to love them unconditionally. Okay. All right, collective. I hope this helped. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Hey, and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.